It's the Don't Make It Weird podcast with your hosts, Daniel and Dinasaurus.
What is up, everyone? It is me, ya boy, Daniel Quigley, and I'm coming to you live for a very special family edition of the Don't Make It Weird podcast. This is episode 24. Our podcast is now old enough to be wondering why it hasn't graduated college yet and why it's on its fourth major. And really, it's got like a cousin that's doing really well and it's kind of not doing as good as it should. So, you know, episode 24 is starting to feel some pressure at this point. So, without further ado, I am joined, as always, by the unabashed, uncanny, undaunted, unfettered star of this show, Dinasaurus. What's up, Dina?
Okay, are you ready for the surprise?
Oh my god, I am so ready for this surprise.
Do you guys remember back, episode 11, maybe, where I tried to do a duck noise?
Yes.
Okay.
You got duck noise for us?
Out.
Okay.
I perfected it. Are you ready?
All right, we got another animal for the soundboard. Let's go.
Okay.
Do you have an actual duck call? What the hell is that?
I attached it to my microphone by accident, so I had to leave
So
my
it's here
microphone
now.
out of view.
It's
a duck.
That just sounds like a horrible horn, and I'm terrified right now.
That just sounds like...
But you know what, Dina, before we go any further, we've got another member of the show that we need to bring on. And you know what, audience? If you want to be his lover, you've got to get with his show. Make erotic reads forever, because that's how friendships grow. Producer Sean, what's up, buddy?
That was great. That was so good.
So good, right?
I love it.
I feel like I need 4 other people that are scantily clad to be with me when I do that original reading, you know?
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be me.
Same.
All right, so audience, if you want to back up my future songs for producer Sean, just know that we're wearing midriffs or, you know, whatever. Like
Midriff shirts and that's it, baby.
No pants?
Miniature Winnie the Pooh.
Just everyone Winnie the Pooh. Someday I do have to tell you guys my Winnie the Pooh story because that's one of my classics.
We should add that to today's Choose Your Own Adventure list instead of one of mine.
Oh, see if someone wants to hear a Daniel story.
Gasp.
I love it. Gasp. Well, all right. So last episode, Dina, if you recall, I don't know if you remember the last episode, but it may have been about someone on this show. Who could it have been about?
I don't know. Maybe, me?
You.
Oh, yeah.
It was the Dina birthday spectacular. Dina, now that you had a little time to digest it, to feel it, to experience the majesty that was the All About Dina episode, how are you feeling after it?
That was so fucking nice and so cool. Like, you guys did so much. Adam Baldwin knows my name.
Dinasaurus, he said it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
You got a little confused about, you know, if we were doing a where Adam Baldwin fucked up, it would be that he didn't understand my side of the Chimera argument. But it's fine. It's fine, Adam. I love you. I love Firefly. All right. I forgive you.
He was a good sport.
He was amazing.
He played it good.
So, I mean, so Dina, if you had to pick which one of the surprises was your absolute favorite?
I think the audiobook.
Audiobook was
It meant incredible. The most. Yeah.
It was pretty cool, man. I again, producer Sean gets all the credit. We talked about it behind the scenes, but man, he found freaking incredible voice actor.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna cry again. I'm okay.
Oh, it's okay. Okay. Well, I mean, we need a good cry.
We can have a moment.
Yeah, we can have a moment.
I'm okay. I was just thinking about the video again.
All the birthday wishes.
Okay.
Yep. No,
Yeah.
I get it. But you know what will help you not cry? I heard you have a story about some pepper cocaine that the people finally get to hear about.
Yeah.
So everybody's been gooped. This story is not about me, but that's okay. We're still going to talk about pepper cocaine today.
That's what the people wanted.
People want
Yeah,
pepper
they wanted it.
cocaine. Yeah, I mean, listen, whether you're an observer, whether it happened to you, I mean, it's all good. And you know what else?
I mean, I orchestrated it.
Oh God, Dina.
Okay, enough.
So it is about
Okay,
you.
For story time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
We could have guessed you orchestrated it, okay?
And in addition to that, today we are going to be talking about Vanity Presses, the fucking devil of the writing industry. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that spoilers on my opinions on it?
No, I'm with you. I can fucking.
I wish
play
you'd
the
be more
violin.
honest about how you feel.
Yeah, I know. The people come here for my brash and harsh takes, but I will start out with a lot of middle fingers to the Vanity Press industry. So, yep, we're excited about that one. Yeah, getting a little. That was well timed. That was absolutely well timed. We're also good. So producer Sean, do we have a voicemail?
We do.
Voicemail, voicemail. Okay.
What?
I'm working on the jingle, okay?
What's that? It's our voicemail sound.
Oh my god,
All right,
you're
here we
such a
go.
bad actor.
Shut up. That's hurtful.
Hello. This is a pre-recorded message to remind you of your car's extended warranty
Oh, God damn it.
Damn
and your
it.
credit card security. Also, the IRS. Help. I'm in a foreign country, alone. Send money. End recording.
Well, this person sounds like they're in real trouble. All right.
I'm triggered because listen,
That's-
I listen to that fucking recording at least 100 times a day. I hate it.
Listen,
I'm sweating.
we have a phone number now, so it was only a matter of time before they tried to get us to extend our car warranty, but they hit us with all of the bot stuff all at once.
I
Always
mean,
listen to Press 2 so that you guys can unsubscribe and remove your name from the list because
well, listen, voicemail person, since I know you're out there, I want you to reach out to me. My social security number is 69696969. My mother's maiden name, fuck, I don't remember it.
It's
what else?
George.
Saurus.
George Soros? No. George Soros? Oh no.
It's Corley George.
Corley
That's her
George.
maiden name.
George.
But listen, help is coming. I'm going to open up my whole bank account to you. We got you, buddy.
But by the way, before we get too far away from the birthday thing, your mom's birthday was
Yeah.
just recently, right?
Yeah.
Did she actually see the episode and reach out to you about it?
Oh yeah, no, she loved it. She felt all warm and cuddly, and I got
You
her
didn't
a
tell
little.
us.
I'm very bad at sharing news. She loved it, and I may have reached out to a friend of the show, Ashley Hutchison, who might be helping my mom with her children's story as a little birthday gift. So,
That is so nice.
How cool is that?
big shout
I
out,
love
Ashley.
Ashley.
Absolutely love you, Ashley. Thank you for doing this.
It's about the birds and the bees, though, right?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Just pure,
That's what I
unadulterated
figured.
birds and bees. Yeah. And another one.
Yes, hello. This is Walter Freeman. I'm a first-time caller, long-time listener. Been listening to you folks since the Eisenhower administration. I just want to
It was
let
a
you
good
know
era.
that you three chums are doing a mighty fine job. You're doing better than the original hosts of the show. We remember you took over for them.
Totally.
Abigail and Thomas and producer Winston. I just wanted to call and let you know. Hold on. Yes, I told you, keep my slippers by my feet. I get cold at night time. Sorry about that. Just wanted to let you know, I've already said that. Doing a smashing job. Just keep up the good work and, keep it weird.
Man, we have such
Wow.
a unique voicemail group.
What a diverse audience we have. The Eisenhower administration.
We transcended our demographic today, guys.
This
How about
is
that?
incredible. Yeah.
Proud of
I
us.
mean,
This
you know,
is the
we-
moment.
we got on the map in Germany. We've been on the map in Belgium.
Did we ever
Canada.
talk about that?
No, I don't think we ever did.
No,
oh
we
my
didn't
god,
talk about it.
we totally
We
forgot
also-
about Germany.
And I forgot to tell you, for about an hour one day, we did trend in the UK as well.
Hey,
In this category for podcasts.
we're international bitches.
It's our boys.
So, yeah. We've yet to rank in the United States.
That's because everybody in America thinks that they're going to be famous podcasters, and then like they get started and they're like, "Oh, it's fucking hard."
Well, don't worry, rest of America. We have no illusions that we'll be famous podcasters. We know we suck.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to change our category to something really, really niche. So like, there's no competition. Biggest fish in the small pond kind of scenario.
I agree with that. That's a really good strategy. Marketing 101.
Yeah. So, I mean, is there a marketing strategy for podcasts with curly-haired hosts and bearded dudes that talk about books? Can we really narrow this down?
I don't really care if it's relevant to the show or not. I'm just going to go find the category with the least amount of people in it and just put it in that category.
I want to know what that category is now. We're going to have to report back on what is the most niche category that we can find in a podcast genre.
Yep.
Because I will find a way to insert it. If it's like the polka podcast, then, we'll have like 30 seconds of polka music every episode.
I actually know the category, but I'll tell you guys later.
Ooh. Okay.
It's a story time that won't make it to the pod that only you guys can hear about.
Okay.
I got you.
Maybe our future Patreon subscribers can be privy to that story.
The Dina OnlyFans subscribers. All right. Do we have any other voicemails?
No, that's it. Go ahead.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's time to bring back a classic because you know what? Me and Dina need some practice. Last
Call
time we
us
did
back on our voicemail and leave us a message at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-69-WEIRD. Okay, now you can go ahead, Daniel.
Oh, I'm sorry. I need practice in a lot of areas.
Dina actually pays attention to the rundown now, so she's on top of it.
Listen, I've been trapped in my room for so long, I don't even remember how to read at this point.
I know, because you haven't read my story a second time.
You haven't given it to me a second time.
It's the same document.
You kicked me from the document.
No, I didn't!
You said you kicked me. You
destroyed it with Jar Jar references. That's why.
Yeah.
No, I only kicked you from Nothing Special.
You never sent me the other one. Are you talking about your short story?
Yes.
Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess I could have read that again. Oh. Okay, I'm a bad friend. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I still haven't finished your manuscript.
Literally, you've had that manuscript longer than this podcast has existed.
Yes, it's been 6 months. I don't know what to tell you. Listen, I'm over halfway now.
This is good progress. Very exciting.
But he's already rewritten the first half of the story, so it's not going to make any sense.
I know. All right. So, as I was saying before, I forgot to plug our excellent voicemail. Me and Dina played this game once before with the aforementioned lovely Ashley Hutchinson, and she beat the crap out of us. So we figured we needed to get some practice for next time she comes on. We're going to be prepared. So we're going weird movie titles. Let's go, baby.
All right. You guys ready?
Are you going to explain the game for the people at home again, Sean?
Wakanda Forever.
Sure. Oh my god. Did you just try to do this and then...
Yeah, just things happen.
So, weird titles is basically replace the word in a movie or book title with, and then I'll give a silly word or an expletive to use in lieu of a word in the title, and then we'll go to Dina and Daniel, and they'll try to give us a funny response. Does that suffice?
Yeah.
Try? Yeah.
Try. Yeah.
All right, it's weird titles. Woo! So, Dina, the first word or phrase is toilet paper.
The Wizard of Toilet Paper.
I'm going to go with the Toilet Paper Express.
Nice. Okay. The next word is cucumber.
Oh no.
Harry Potter and the Goblet of Cucumber.
Cucumbers. It's got to be full of cucumbers.
Sorry.
Well, I hope that everyone remembers the Disney classic Lady and the Cucumber.
All right.
At first I was like,
Wait,
okay. And then like half a second later I was like, okay.
Yeah, you're with me now. You're with
the
me.
princess and the cucumber.
Oh,
All right.
we, you know what? You're right. We leveled it up.
Just going to ride that train.
Just cucumbers and ladies, man.
All right. The next word is coochie.
The little coochie.
Oh, damn it, Dina.
Harry Potter and the coochie.
That's it?
We've got
The Sorcerer's Coochie?
We've got Saving Private Coochie.
Oh,
Nice.
that's a good one.
Nice. All right.
Getting filthy here.
Next word is... Damn it. The password is... asshole.
Harry Potter and the prisoner's asshole.
Damn it, Dina, you keep going back to the Harry Potter well, but that one worked.
They're so versatile.
It worked. A League of Their
The
Assholes.
oven bread asshole. Sorry.
What I was trying to say, Dina, was the classic female empowerment movie, A League of Their Own Asshole.
Oh my god.
What about an asshole of their own?
I like that one better. Everyone's got to have some asshole...
See, this is we can't play this game without Ashley because she kills it every single time.
I know, this
Yeah,
is
she
what
doesn't
I'm
rely on Harry
practicing.
Potter like I do.
You've got your
Well,
crutch.
Harry
It's
Potter-
dinosaurs and Harry
You know
Potter.
what? Harry Potter has really long titles that lend themselves well to this game. It's low-hanging fruit. But there are also 7 Harry Potter books, right?
Yeah.
Or 6. I don't know how many. There's
7.
enough so you can mix it up.
I have 7.
I only remember the title of 2.
Oh, no.
Don't tell our listeners!
Oh, Dina.
I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. I have a bad memory. Ugh.
Well, at least you've read them. I've seen the first 2 movies, and I've read half of the first book with my daughter. And that's it.
Oh, it's
I hope you get
progress.
canceled for that.
I'm jumping on this grenade for you, Dina.
Thank you. I've read them all multiple times.
Okay. The next word is sausage.
Sausage party
To be
taken.
your sausage.
Listen, Sausage Party is already the title of the movie. You can't do that.
Sausage? I don't. What do you want? I'm not going with that one. All right. Because obviously I'm gonna get.
He did the thing.
That's just hurtful. How do I recover from
Wait,
that when you do
The
that?
sausage and blood price.
By Peter Shaw.
Oath and Blood Sausage.
Blood sausage.
That's fantastic.
Oh,
Everything
fuck.
comes
The
Well,
back to
little
Peter Shawn's
sausage.
the little sausage.
The little sausage that could.
Iron sausage.
That's the one.
book. The King's Sausage.
Or a fault in the sausage.
A fault,
A fault in our sausages.
In our sausage?
A fault in our
Sausages?
sausages. Yeah. Yeah.
The tiger sausage.
Oh my god, this is great. Keep it going.
Lady in the sausage.
going.
Can we go
Don't
back to
repeat
that?
ones. How many movies and books exist in history? You got to keep going back to the same 3?
The Count of Monty sausage.
Not meant for each sausage. Shimmerage.
Shout out Lost Boys Press. Shimmer sausage.
Ghost sausage. Oh, or Sausage River.
Garden of the sausages.
The Garden of the
That was
Golden Sausages.
Oh, I misheard you. I was like, what did you say?
Garden of the Golden
I
Sausages.
thought that it fell flat, and I was like, wait, but I thought it was good.
No, it was very good. I loved it.
No, Daniel heard you. I just didn't hear all of it.
Sausage.
All right.
Next one.
The next word, completely unrelated to listener of the show, Fanny T. Crispin. The word is fanny. That word means different things depending on where you live, by the way.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Well, my wife is gonna hate me for this one, but I can't help myself. Fanny and Miri make a porno.
And that's Daniel's dreams come to life.
I'm sorry, Fanny. I'm sorry, wife.
I said it was unrelated to her. Okay?
All that I think of when I hear the word fanny, not counting the person, is fanny flutters. And I can't think of a word, like a book title after that. I just blank.
I mean, we have Bohemian Fannies.
The Life of Fanny!
Oh!
Hey. Not bad. Not bad. I'm running out
Chronicles
here.
of Fanny.
Oh!
Fanny's Child!
You're getting help, aren't you?
No.
Her brain has just come to life.
Yeah.
She's getting him going.
I mean, I am about to check my phone, though. My mom keeps texting me.
Green eggs and Fanny.
All right. I had to go deep into the search results for this one. Boobs.
Boobs.
Yeah, that's the next one.
I almost buffaloed. I stopped myself. It doesn't count.
No one would have noticed anyway.
The sound of boobs.
The sound of boobs. What kind of sound does a
I'd
boob
be
make,
interested in
Dina?
that one.
Is it like a...
That's a butt.
Oh my god.
That is making it
That's
clap.
clapping
A
right
boob
there.
noise. I feel like a boob would just go burp.
It sounds like a little...
You know what? As the authority on boobs in the room, I have to take your word for that one.
Yeah, exactly. I just want you... Listen, Dina, tomorrow I just want you to like walk around with a recorder like right against your chest and see if we can find the sound a boob makes.
Please don't do that.
Wouldn't it just be like my heart? Like,
It probably won't be. It'll probably just be the sound of Dina yelling at Tim. So I don't know what you're trying to get out of
That's the
this.
sound a
that's
boob makes.
accurate.
Well,
Do you guys
everyone...
want me to break another computer and bang on the door?
No,
wall?
don't. Please.
Don't please. Listen,
Things have escalated the last few sessions. I just want it to. I
he'll
just want it to
never
be
come on the
peaceful
show
tonight.
like this.
No, I won't.
But listen, I gotta tell you about my favorite youth football movie, Remember the Boobs.
That was a classic.
Yeah.
A real tearjerker.
The map of our boobs.
That's what Daniel refers to every time he's intimate.
Or, going
I
with
spit.
another great football movie, we have Any Given Boobs. Favorite of mine.
Eat, pray, boob.
Eat, Pray, Sausage would have been a good one.
Oh, damn it. Oh, well, okay.
Are we retconning all the sausage ones now?
Yeah.
Turkey.
Lord of the Turkeys.
Ooh. Or the comedy classic, Wet Hot American Turkey.
I like that one.
Turkey pie.
Yeah. I see.
Turkey pie.
Yeah.
It was
Is
a
that
little
the
bit of
one
word
where the-
association.
Is that the one where the kid fucks the turkey?
Dad walks
What?
in right in the
Yeah.
classic scene.
American Pie?
Yeah, classic
I've
scene.
never seen it. I don't
Oh,
think.
you're
Oh,
too
Dina.
young. See, that
I don't
movie
think
came
I've
out
seen
when
it.
we were teenagers, so of course not.
I
That
mean,
movie
I might
probably
have
came
seen it
out
with
the
my
year you were
brother.
born.
Tina, it's literally what the
I just
movie is
don't
about. Is he's banging an apple pie
Well,
and his dad walks in.
his buddy lost his virginity and he asks him, what does it feel like? And he says, it's like warm apple pie. So he goes home and he sees his mom just baked an apple pie and he like does a double take and he looks around. And then the next thing you know, his dad's walking in on him having sex with the pie.
It's a great movie. It's a great movie.
So uncomfortable. What?
And it's what's his name from Schitt's Creek? The dad from Schitt's Creek is the
Eugene
dad
Levy.
in American Pie. Yeah, Eugene Levy. And the absolute awkward silence they sit in after he walks in on him, and then it just cuts to silence of them sitting at like their breakfast nook together, looking at the destroyed pie. And then he just says something to him like, I guess we'll tell your mom we dropped it or something. Or what does he say? I don't even remember.
We'll just tell your mom we ate it all.
No, that's why I've never seen it. I don't.
Well, I mean, what man hasn't had sex with a piece of apple pie? I know our British friends know.
Right.
Nothing.
What?
Right.
What do you know about?
Anyway.
What do you know?
Yeah, no, you can ask Tim. Go ask Tim right now. He's had sex with apple pie. It's part of everyone's growing up process.
He hasn't.
Go ahead, ask him.
I'll die on that hill.
No, just
Okay,
go.
maybe
just
it
go
was
and ask him.
maybe it was a pecan pie.
Yeah.
You guys are from the south. Who knows?
Listen, Dina, we're gonna take a quick second. Can you go ask Tim if he's ever had sex with pie?
Don't.
No.
Please?
No.
No means no, Daniel.
Dina,
No means no.
do you not want to know the truth?
I don't want to know the truth.
Okay. We don't want to ruin pie for Dina forever, so let's move on.
I already
Last
don't
one.
like it. Joke's on you guys.
Last one. Last one. I had to skip a word because Dina doesn't like it.
Thank you.
Orgasm.
Orgasm.
Thank you, Brian.
God.
Shit's orgasm.
Fantastic orgasms and where to find them.
Well, you know what? I'm a big fan of the classic samurai flick, The Last Orgasm.
You're a fan of that, huh?
Yeah,
Bob's orgasm.
that's my. We've got. Why am I blanking on all the good titles for orgasms? I feel like I'm.
How about the classic children's film?
Oh no!
The Never-Ending Orgasm.
Harry Potter and the Deathly Orgasm.
Oh.
Okay. We're gonna cap it off with that one. That was good.
Oh, a deathly orgasm. Bless.
It's so good, you'll die.
LOL.
L-
Bless LOL.
the last LOL.
Lol.
Lol. All right, so
All right.
now that we've had a good conversation on orgasms, cucumbers, and sausages,
That's what she said.
The trifecta.
it is time to get into something that we've talked about a little bit off air, and we've had some friends on that have had that have had some issues in the past, but we're going to talk about the dreaded Vanity Press. Fuck you, all Vanity Presses. Dina, tell the folks at home what a Vanity Press is.
I was literally just about to say, hey, Daniel, you should give the definition, because I always give the definition.
Fine, I'll give the definition. All right. It is basically, it is in a publishing house, is a type of publishing house in which authors have to pay to have their books published.
He's bad at reading, guys. I'm sorry.
Well, no, okay, that was the Wikipedia, and it
Neither
went
of you
into the
prepared for this
differences.
at all.
Nope.
Hold on, I want to.
Oh, Dina's like, I was just going to ask you to say it. That's her way of saying, I have no fucking idea what to say right now. And then Daniel's like Googling it on the side, like,
I had it up. It is a. All right. Dictionary.com defines the term as a printing house that specializes in publishing books in which the author pay for all or most of the costs. Basically, a publishing house that publishes books at an author's expense is what a Vanity Press is. And they're extremely predatory because, if you've spent any time on anyone trying to make an industry, we've talked about it a million times before. It is hard to be a writer. It is hard to get published. And even if you self-publish, it is hard to get that book in front of audiences. And so it takes advantage of authors coming up, maybe inexperienced, maybe new, maybe they have that glow that all authors get where they're like, I wrote a book. And this publishing place is like, yeah, man, you want to publish it? Like, bro, just pay us a couple grand and we'll handle everything for you. We'll get it. And a lot of times they're just putting that shit on Amazon, like how any self-publisher would do. They'll take like 80% of the royalties, if not more than that. I've heard it's sometimes as high as 90% of the royalties. And they'll claim to maybe do some formatting and advertising and shit for you, but really the amount that they do, or the amount that anyone listens to a Vanity Press, is almost negligent. So you basically pay thousands of dollars to do something that you could do for free and get none of the profits for it.
So, and to add on to that, so that we can go deep and like expand here a little bit. That's what she said.
Yeah.
Just couldn't help it.
I couldn't. So what you mentioned, you kind of touched on it a little bit. People that are just publishing you on KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, Amazon, those can also be indie presses.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. Those can also be indie presses. However, they're scam indie presses, and those are ones that make other indie presses look bad. And they're the reason why a lot of people don't want to work with indie presses, because you can still call yourself an indie press without doing any of the work and just publishing somebody's work on Amazon, and calling it a day. And then what Amazon has is you have two options. You have a 60-40 profit from Amazon, or you have a 70-30 profit from Amazon. It's up to you. You can pick which one. There's different benefits to each. So from your 70 or your 60% profit, the fake indie publisher, the scam indie publisher, will take from that and take like the 90% that you mentioned or whatever, and they'll sign a contract with you saying, 90%, 10%, that's your cut or whatever. So they take 90% of that 70%, and they're calling themselves an indie press. All that they're doing is publishing you on KDP. That's scammy and shitty, and it's what gives indie presses such a bad name. And it's why, like, before I got into the writing community, I didn't want to be indie published at all. I wanted nothing to do with them. Luckily, I have found I can name 3 off the top of my head indie presses that I absolutely trust and would be more than happy to give them my work. But a lot of them will do that, and it's very hard to figure out which is which. And then the vanity presses are the ones that are just money up front, which, PSA, nobody should ever pay to have their book published, ever. Even when you're self-publishing on KDP, it is 100% free. You can pay to have art done, you can pay to have somebody edit it, but the actual publishing itself should be free. If you're self-publishing, if you're paying a press, you should never. If you're like signing a contract with somebody and it's not direct self-publish, you should never be paying out of pocket, ever.
Yeah, and that's a huge part of it, is that, and I think a lot of people don't understand that, because I know that this also happens like in the music industry, because I was talking with my buddy about this, and like, he's like, yeah, man, there's places where they're like, hey, you pay us and you can go on stage and perform. And like, it's so predatory, the whole concept of taking advantage of an artist that just doesn't know better, that just wants to be seen, that just wants to get their work out there. And it's so predatory. And I know that if you guys take a chance, Sean will post a link to the blog up there. Nick, our buddy Nick, he had a whole issue with it. He wrote an incredible blog post about basically how he got suckered in by Vanity Press. I believe John Ortega also at one time, before he got on with Smash Bear, he got it taken advantage of. I mean, there's people.
Which, by the way, Smash Bear is one of the 3 that I would trust. Lost Boys Press, Smash Bear, and Lake Country Press. I would trust them. They're like my top 3. I would 100% give them my work.
Absolutely. And that's the thing, is that, you worked hard for this, and it is hard to get, and I get it, man. It's daunting. No author goes, I love marketing my own book. And so there's an appeal to wanting to say, oh, hey, I'm going to pay you $2,000. You're going to do everything. You're going to market my book. And I just get to...
That's the thing, they don't.
Yeah, they don't. That's what I'm saying. It's, I mean, listen, if you're the type of person that has money to burn, I suggest burning it in a different manner.
Yeah. Oh, I can't
donate it to any one of
Send
our
it to us
charities.
on PayPal.
Yeah, exactly. We have a lot of great charities here at the Don't Make a Weird podcast.
Yeah. It pisses, and like, there's also, you've got subsidiary presses too which are not necessarily predatory. If you know what you're doing, like my children's book is through a subsidiary. I still wouldn't recommend it to anybody. I went in and I made my mistakes knowing what I was getting into, because mine was purely for the story, because it focused on a minority disabled group that needed their story highlighted. So I went in with that mindset, and I knew it was going to be a mess. And they still fucking screwed me over, even though I knew what I was doing. It's fine.
You're not bitter at all.
No, not at all. That's why I don't advertise it. Fuck you guys, I got my money. You still have to watch out for those too, because even those aren't really worth it for the self-pub authors. Like, just go through Amazon. Like,
And listen, and the good thing is, especially if you're seeing this, you're probably in the writing community. You're on this Twitter, you're on it, and the biggest thing I'd say, and you can always DM us and we can point you in the right direction. The thing that I love about our writing community, the thing that I love about our Twitter group, is there's so many people that have huge hearts. They're going through the same thing that you are as a writer. They can point you in the right direction. They can give you advice. They can help you avoid these pitfalls. And, you know, granted, I'm still very much so an amateur with the rest of this, but I mean, the amount of people that have been there, that have self-published, that even traditionally published, I mean, if you have questions about whether your publishing group is legitimate, reach out.
yeah, ask around.
Yeah, man.
And that's another thing, is that some people decide that they don't want to do traditional because of the rejections with the queries and everything. So they find these little vanity presses and they think that it sounds so good, because at the end of the day, nobody wants to market themselves. Nobody does. And
also, sorry, they don't. There is no selection process with the vanity press. There is no rejection.
No, you just submit.
If your check clears, the answer is yes.
Yeah, that's another thing. But sometimes they will like prey on people and like contact them, because they see that this story has potential and nobody wants to market. Nobody wants to do that extra work, and I get it. That's why, and a lot of people still want traditional. What they don't realize is, even with traditional, with indie, self-pub, whatever, you are still going to have to market no matter what. Vanity presses will promise you that they will market, and they will not every single time, because if you read the fine print, if you have a lawyer look over that fine print, they're not actually obligated to market. And they won't. It's too much time.
And not to mention, they don't have a real audience, because anyone that knows what they're doing isn't following or listening to vanity press releases, Twitter posts, or anything of that nature. So they're out there marketing your book to bots, to the KDP market, or basically the void. I mean, there is literally nothing that they're going to do, because I haven't heard of a single person. I haven't seen a retweet of a single vanity press, because people know what happens there. I know Chad Ryan very, very fired up about what happens, because, you know, him and Ashley run a great press over there at Lost Boys. You know, I just hate seeing artists taken advantage of, and it just pisses me off to no end. I wish there was a way to regulate it, to make it illegal. But I mean, you just see it in any art industry, whether it's music, writing. I'm sure in literally like painting community, there's probably some vanity press style there too.
I wish that we could also like categorize the people that are claiming to be presses and only publishing on Kindle. I really wish that we could put them in their own category for scammers, because they just get to loop into the category of indie presses, and it's so shitty for good indie presses that are trying their hardest. Also, there is an entire website dedicated to finding indie presses, or not indie presses, I'm sorry, vanity presses, that you guys can find. We can post.
We'll put it in the description.
Yeah.
So you can take a look. You can ask that question: is this a vanity press?
Yeah.
So again, don't get taken advantage of. If you have any questions about the legitimacy of, because listen, I'm sure that there's the vanity press equivalent of agents. There's people out there that are trying to scam you, writing community. So reach out to us. Shoot us a DM. we are dedicated to uplifting and helping everyone in our community. And if you have any questions, send it out. We'll help out. We'll help research. We'll help you know if it's a good fit or not.
Well said.
By us, I mean producer Sean. He's our researcher.
I
can't see Sean.
I will forward it to Ashley Hutchison of Lost Boys Press.
We keep moving this thing up the chain.
Yeah.
All right, guys. It is time for the fan favorite. Why you're all here. It's story time with Dina. Let's go.
I almost forgot and waited for Sean to do an intro. Wait, is this when you do the intro? Oh, it is. Shit.
Yes, it is.
Be patient, Dina.
23 times we've done this. Give it a moment. It's story time with Dinasaurus.
All right, so as you guys have learned, my dad and I really liked to conspire together against our family.
Oh, God.
So, my dad and I like to read a lot of like random fun facts. That was just like we would just spitball back and forth lots of random fun facts. And he came to me one day and he's like, Dina, did you know you can't sneeze with your eyes open? And I was like, huh, interesting.
Indeed.
I don't believe it.
So, hold on. Was your shirt on purpose for this story?
Fun fact, I don't care.
Yeah, because you said you love fun facts.
Oh, I didn't. That's good.
Yeah.
That's clever.
Yeah.
That's right up there with the episode where I was talking about a shirt that says Rebel, and I had a Rebel on my shirt. Didn't know it.
Happens.
So I was like, I don't believe it. So we took some time and we're like, how are we going to prove this? Because we don't have to sneeze. Like, what are we going to do? And it can't be one of us. Obviously.
No, of course not.
We're
No.
the judges here.
Yeah.
We have to watch somebody sneeze.
Yeah.
And that was right about the same time that my brother walked in from college.
Oh no.
And we were sitting there and I was like, and Dad went, Rod, come here. And I was like, oh my God, wait, but how are we going to get him to sneeze? Wait, don't tell him. And I was like, no. He goes, son, come here. And I was like trying to keep my calm. I was like, all right, this is it. I don't know where he's going to go with this, but I'm going to go with it.
I roll.
I'm going to go with it.
Yeah, I got it.
So he's like, yeah, what's up, Dad? And he goes, son, I'll give you $20 right now if you can sneeze with your eyes open. And my brother went, I'm a broke-ass college student eating ramen. What do you mean $20? Hell, yeah.
You might. I mean, that's
So
the same as like $1 million
like,
at that point.
Right? He's totally panicking. He's like, what? I gotta sneeze. I gotta sneeze right now. And he's like freaking out. He's like trying to make it. He's like, oh, what do I do? Like he's rubbing his nose and everything. And then he goes, wait, I got it. And he runs into the kitchen and he grabs the pepper grinder.
Oh no. Oh no.
And my dad is just like looking at me and he's like, don't say anything. I'm pretty sure my mom is right next to us, like trying to keep her cool.
Yeah, your mom just let
And
the chaos
she's like-
happen. Yeah.
Yeah, she just like watches and like tries to contain her laughter, but nobody really questions when she laughs because she finds a lot of random things funny. So
She's like, as long as no child has been kidnapped or left behind, like I find all this shit funny.
there you go. Like she's just here for the ride and she's having a good time. So he gets the pepper, he gets a nice little line, and he goes, and he instantly dropped to the ground. Like this boy dropped, and I'm talking 6'4", 200-something pound, big, like is he a linebacker, running back maybe? I don't know. He's a big dude on a football team, sports ball grudge match. Let's go. Yeah. So, go Bulls. So he collapses, and I remember that thud in my head. So, like, I can
Is he
hear it
concussed
right now.
at this point? Holy shit!
He just absolutely just done on the ground, and he starts screaming and crying, and he's like, oh my God, it burned! Why does it burn?
Because it's fucking pepper! Is this a brother who's a chef? What the fuck did he think was gonna happen?
He didn't know he wasn't a chef at the time.
Oh no.
And he's on the ground. He's crying. This lasted a good 20 minutes of us just laughing. And we feel no pity because what kind of idiot fucking snorts pepper? Like, what are you doing?
Why did
here?
no one stop him?
Because it was funny. Why would we stop him? He didn't sneeze either. He stood up on the ground, and I remember he stood up. He's like shaking it off. He's like, and there's tears running down this boy's face, and he's trying to get himself together, and he's like, okay. And he stands there and he waits for a sneeze and never comes.
So he never even sneezed after it?
He never sneezed, and he's like walking back and forth, pacing in my parents' room from their room to the kitchen, and he's trying to keep it together. He's still got tears on his face, and he just looks at my dad, and he doesn't say anything, and my dad goes, son, it's scientifically impossible to sneeze with your eyes open. And his screams of anger and outrage and betrayal will never leave my mind. And he was like, I want my $20. And my dad was like, fuck no, you didn't do it. Why would I do that?
He didn't even give him the pity 20?
No,
Hell of a life lesson to learn.
Oh no. His food
You
had...
should know that
Sorry, go.
if you want pepper to make you sneeze, you just want the essence of it. You don't want to snort a line of pepper. Like just an open thing of pepper near your nose, not even close to it, but just smelling the essence.
I mean, how bad do you
sneeze.
think all food tasted for him for like the next like week? Like with that shit like
I didn't
all
think about
up
that.
in there? Oh my god.
His palate was
I
forever
never thought
changed.
about like the issues after.
Oh, dude. I need like a follow-up and be like, how bad did food taste afterwards?
I'll ask him.
It is time for Choose Your Own Adventure. And guys, listen, I'm in this one this time, so you have a chance to vote for me. But Dina, give us 2 stories to compete up against my story.
You guys can pick from the worst birthday ever.
Hopefully it wasn't last week.
No. Or you can pick from the best birthday ever, despite the awkward naked boy encounter.
That was definitely last week. Daniel popped his shirt off.
Yep,
Remember?
Yep.
It was crazy.
Last week I was trying to take my shirt off for her birthday. But listen, God, naked people is, well, you know what? My story too has nudity. So I just want you guys to know that you can also choose how I got the nickname Pooh Bear, as in Winnie the Pooh. That is an option. I can be part of your story next time. All right, guys. That means that it's finally time. I got out of it last week, but it is time for me to pay my due and read Cringey Copulation as selected by Dinasaurus.
Messenger.
Yeah.
We're going to go ahead and continue down the rabbit hole of Jar Jar Binks erotica.
God damn it. This will be coming out at Lost Boys Press soon enough. More Jar Jar erotica. Misa, Yusa saved Misa's life. How can I repay you, sir? Said Jar Jar. With sex, said the bounty hunter. She must have seen his big penis. Jar Jar responded by making out with her. He wrapped his Gungan ear things around her waist, too. It was very intimate. It's spelled I-N-T-A-M-E-N-T, intimate. Then Jar Jar put his big penis inside of her vagina. They had sex for over 3 hours. It was so beautiful that the old man in the cell next to Jar Jar had a heart attack and died. But he died a happy death with a big boner of his own. Now the bounty hunter's baby was going to be the son of both Jabba and Jar Jar.
It's a twofer. That's how pregnancy works.
Yep. Hold on, I just have to do this.
So a dude died in the cell next door with a big ass boner because of the 3 hours.
He was very happy.
3 hour. He wrapped the ears.
I too. Okay, so only women are gonna relate to this, though. All the women that are watching can give us a little comment and be like, "Ha, Dina's right." I too sarcastically look at a penis and go, "Let me just make out with you," because they're not gross at all.
And Dina's DMs are now going to be off limits to all of you sickos. Yeah, little alien tinkles. I mean, all right. So listen,
we learned actually. Hold on, before you go on, we did learn, thanks to a friend of the show and watcher of the show, Stevie Wildcard. He popped into the comments of an episode previously and weighed in on the amphibian penis discussion.
Can you pull up that comment and give us a reply to that?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Essentially, just like...
For the folks at home that aren't watching on YouTube, Dina's holding up a ruler for the 13-inch.
She still hasn't pulled her teal meter stick out of the pantry yet, but we're working on it.
I always forget.
Okay. So, first off, this is what Stevie Wildcard said. First off, it's very apparent that Gungans, Jar Jar's race, are amphibious and based off of frogs. Frogs do not possess a penis. They, like birds, reptiles, and the like, possess a cloaca, which is just an orifice that they use for digestive, reproductive, and urinary needs. Jar Jar may be packing a 13-inch opening, but it certainly isn't a penis.
Man, this is what science does for us, guys. I mean,
it's pronounced cloaca, like Shimura.
No, it's a cloaca.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's cloaca. What the fuck did you just do, Dina?
Cloaca.
Cloaca.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, no. We lost Sean. Oh, no, he's drinking. Okay,
no, you didn't.
We're back.
I didn't. He's still here.
What?
Okay, we're good. Cloaca. Cloaca.
Cloaca.
That's the new
Shimura.
headcanon. Cloaca.
Yep.
Thank you, Stevie Wildcard.
Yep. Now I can't ever unthink that. So thanks for that. So producer Sean, do we have anything for weird takes?
We have some weird takes.
Weird takes.
Well, like
you know
the
what?
Russian
We had to
version.
reach out to Twitter in the 0 hour because I had none left, and some people came through for us. So let's just see what's happening here. Grandmama of the show, Rain the Renegade at Rain, has a weird take for us.
Hi, Rain.
She says, dog earring books might not make you a murderous psychopath, but it does mean I side-eye you and hold my belongings just a bit closer anytime you're around.
Dina.
I too do not trust anybody that dog ears a book. Who does that? What? Get a piece of paper, anything by you. Why would you fold the paper?
I mean, I only read ebooks unless you're Jonathan D. Clark and make me read your book because it doesn't have an ebook. So I don't have that problem. But yeah, clearly fucking psychopaths do that. What?
That's how I know I'm not a psychopath.
Shame on all you dog ears.
Actually, I saw Daniel try to dog ear his Kindle once. It didn't go well.
That's when I had to get a new Kindle. Yeah.
Crunch.
He just folded it in half. Okay. Speaking of Jonathan D. Clark, JD Clark, former guest of the show, friend of the show. JD says, we call it writing a novel, but what we're really doing is hashing out past traumas, exposing hidden kinks, and killing those who have wronged us, and inviting people, parenthetically forcing them, hey, you do you, to read it and convincing them it's nothing more than a work of fiction.
Yeah, that's a pretty good point.
Yeah, there's nothing weird about that. That's very accurate.
Yeah,
my books are like literally my soul on paper.
Okay, but did JD just admit to being a serial killer?
We have been debating this for a while, so...
I had no doubt.
He did know just how
doubt.
to dispose of gnome remains. Like, it was very meticulous.
That motherfucker was ready to go, and I hope to God I never encounter him in the apocalypse, because we would go head to head.
Listen,
I tell you what, though, I've been grinding up bones and putting it in my garden, and my garden's flourishing.
So.
You're what now?
Yeah, flourishing.
No.
Grinding. He said he grinds up the bones and puts it in the garden. And
I know what he said.
my vegetable garden
I want
is
to know
looking
why you're
amazing.
doing it. Whose bones?
Listen, JD,
Was
just
it
remember,
It's not important.
remember who was always nice to you. It was me. I was always nice to you. So when you go on your murderous
Oh my God.
rampage, just
I
remember,
got him on.
I love you.
I had him like he was like an OG person for me. So
You're out here making fun of him, saying that you wouldn't want to be near him in the apocalypse, and I'm just saying, JD, I support you, bud. I'm here
I'm
for
just saying he would be an equal rival. That's all.
you.
We have a weird take from Jess the Mess. That's at Jess LT Writes on Twitter. Jess says, "Tell me where they pee." If it's kinda a weird setting, I'm always wondering where they go potty, and it should be included in the world building more often.
Well, Jess, I can answer from my own book. All my characters pee their pants. No one's allowed to pee outdoor in a privy latrine or anything of that nature. They just pee wherever they go. That's what happens in my world.
Much like women, my characters don't pee or poop. So.
Like all women. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
That's the
But
truth.
here's the real question.
That's science.
Can men pee in Morse code like women can?
Only if they pinch it off.
Yeah, you got to pinch it off, and it's uncomfortable. We
You got to kink the hose. It's not,
Some men have superpowers and they can clench it like women. I don't know why I actually tried to clench it. Like, it's a little weird.
You just did a little Kegel
I did.
exercise right here, right now, didn't you?
Your dog looks
Yeah,
so disturbed right now. Yeah, we might have
I've
to.
never met a man who didn't have to physically pinch it off with their hands in order to stop, and it's not a fun experience. So
Yeah, no, we do not have urinary control of that level, so that is a no to the Morse code. But
it's like Pringles. Once you pop, you just can't stop.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And you know what? I would think that Rance's book, all the characters pee on each other. It would seem like a very in-character thing for Rance.
Mm-hmm.
So we've named at least 3 instances of where characters pee, Jess, and I hope this has helped you out.
I think like a weird setting, what she's thinking of is like, oh, maybe the character's in the woods or something for a long time, and they have to figure out where to pee. Find a friendly bush. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dig a hole.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Just not near the water supply. That's number 1. Don't do it near camp. Don't do it near
Yep.
the water supply. And as long as you do those 2 things,
Yep.
yeah, you're good.
Day 1 of Boy Scouts, they teach you
Yeah,
that one.
this was right after I cuddled with Danny Bauer. So
Yep.
Naked.
I
Naked.
had boxers on.
Wet and naked. Okay. Last one, and this is the fun one. Okay, everybody. Shannon B. writes
Shannon?
on Twitter. She says, Daniel is funny. Hashtag weird takes.
Yes, Shannon.
I disagree, and I recognize the sarcasm in that, and I understand that he's not funny.
That's hurtful. That's hurtful. That's rude. Hurts my feelings and doesn't make me feel like this at all.
Oh my.
Yeah.
He's signing butter
Yeah,
right now
yeah.
for those of you
I
listening on
I
audio.
know how to do one thing in sign language. That's butter. And I am funny. Even if my wife doesn't think so. Even if my mom doesn't think so.
Dead.
Even if producer Sean doesn't think so. Even if Dina doesn't think so. I think I'm fucking hilarious. All right? Bastards.
All right, well, that does it for Weird Takes this week.
All right. So, guys, just as a reminder, you can always be part of the show with the Weird Takes segment. You can hit us up on Twitter using hashtag Weird Takes, and we just might discuss your submission in a future episode. You can also be part of our show by calling our voicemail at 347-69-WEIRD. That's 347-699-3473. Oh, do we have another voicemail?
No, it's just
No, you
tapping it off
moron.
with that
You
sound.
got me so excited about it.
That's all for today, folks.
That's all, folks.
All right, guys. You know where to find me on Twitter. It's at Dan Q Writes Thing. That's Dan Q Writes Thing, not Dank. No bullying. We're gonna have no bullying anymore on this show. Diane just said Dank. Diane.
It's dank.
Dang, this beautiful woman.
Now we got Dina's
We love you,
mom
Diane.
going against me. This is
I'm her twin too.
unbelievable. All right, Dina, where can the folks find you at home?
You can find me munching on some salt and vinegar chips by Here's Brands that should sponsor it. I'm just kidding. I
Not
was
a
trying to do
sponsor.
a producer Sean thing, but just kidding. You can find me at Dinasaurus D. That's D like D.
And producer Sean, where can folks find you?
Oh, I'm diving balls deep into some fish tacos, baby. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, get in there, boy. Next week's episode, we have a mystery guest in which I will have 0 time to prepare for. So, check us out next time. Jazz hands, everyone.
The Don't Make It Weird podcast, hosted by Daniel Quigley and Dinasaurus. Produced by me, Sean Holden. Theme music by Amaria. Send your controversial or unpopular opinion about writing or literature in general to us on Twitter using the hashtag WeirdTakes, and we just might discuss it on the show. Hey you're back here at the end of the episode again, aren't you? Tell you what, if you share this episode on Twitter with the phrase, "I love fish tacos," you'll be entered for a chance to win a book of your choice from any of our previous guests. Good luck!